Alright everyone, just got back from the range, did a little cleaning up, and I gotta tell you, I'm a very happy camper with my new G43X from Gluck. Now I've made some modifications to this firearm. Just gonna clear it real quick. Magazine's empty and it's empty. Um, First thing I did was add a TLR-6 flashlight to it, which is wonderful. My one complaint about it is that I did have to add a little piece of duct tape just to keep it on during firing, because I was finding that when firing that there was just enough recoil to cause the firearm to uh, blow the batteries out. You don't want to search around on the floor or the ground for those. So taped it up, tested it out. I've had zero problems since. The second modification I made was to add some Tru-Glo, glow in the dark, helium, tritium night sights. And those needed a little bit of alignment. You play with it a little bit and use the laser tool or anything like that, and you can get them dialed in and you're good to go. Now the third modification I made, which is probably one of the bigger ones, is throw in a Shield Arms mag well, or mag catch. It's a steel. And then the gun comes with these 10 round single stack and a half, basically, magazines. And if you looked at them, and let me grab an old P226 magazine. Okay, they are the same width. Let me see if I can get that lined up. They're the same width. 1.5 stack, double stack. Same width. 10 rounds. 15. Well, it's a little shorter, but Shield Arms also came up with a solution to that with the S15 magazine. Same exact footprint size as the standard Glock one, but it has 15 round capacity. And I just tested all three of my magazines out that I got from Shield Arms. All three ran flawlessly. I did have one failure to hold open on the last round, and I believe that was because I accidentally hit the magazine release just a little bit early. I was anticipating the reload, and so I had hit it right as I was doing the 15th round. Regardless, the question people should be asking themselves right now, if you are a concealed carrier, if you're an everyday carry kind of person, is why would I carry any other gun but the G43X with a Shield Arms 15 round magazine? This has all of the modern force multipliers, I guess you would call it. The night sights, glow in the dark. You've got a flashlight for low light situations. You've got high capacity. You've got it slim. What else could you want? Maybe you want a red dot on it. You can get a red dot on it if you get the MOS version of it, or you can get a slide cut for it. I went through a big evolution on my carry guns. I started out with my very first gun, my first handgun that is, was a 938 from SIG. Okay, comes with a 6-round magazine. I'm just gonna pop that bad boy open. It's empty. It is a fantastic little carry gun. It is so small you can almost pocket it. I'm not going to get rid of this gun because it's awesome for that reason. But 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber, pretty weak. You can throw in the 7-rounders and get a little more capacity if you carry 2 at a time. For example, 1 in the gun and 1 in like this DeSantis. I love these DeSantis holsters with the extra mag right there. You get 15. Hey, it's like carrying a Glock 19. Wonderful. But it is, you know, like a 3-inch barrel, not getting a lot of ballistics out of it. It's a single stack mag, so, you know, at best you're getting 8 shots at a time before needing to reload. Not very far ahead on that. I did upgrade to a P224, or well, first I got as kind of a competition / home defense pistol you can keep in a drawer instead of like an AR or whatever. I got a P229, so here's a P229, 17-round capacity with the mag extensions. This one's also empty, no mag. And the P229, fantastic, all steel, little plastic grips. I'm holding it over there. And I've got a TLR-3 flashlight on it. Comes from the factory with night sights, so that's great. 17-round, 15 or 17-round mags is really heavy to carry those. They get 3-pound gun loaded. Well, SIG kind of solved that with the P224. So once again, mags out, it's empty. And transitioning from, I think it's a really good idea to have a single action safety pistol with a safety on it as your first carry gun. It just gives you that little bit of a peace of mind. When you first start carrying a loaded gun, even after you get training, you're going to feel a little freaked out to carry around in the chamber. And you should, given you've got the appropriate training and experience to do that. Once you do that, though, for a couple years, it loses, you've got the experience necessary that, you know, you don't need a safety on a pistol. Well, the double action does help with that on a SIG because you've got double action. Now you can just pull through a heavy trigger press to get your first shot off, and then you transition to single action, and it's a bit safer than having just a single action with no safety. And so that's where I was at for a long time. Thought, oh, if I want to, I can cock the hammer back, if I want to take an aim shot or something like that. But generally, you know, I can just pull, draw, and shoot, and it'll always be intentional. Now I've gotten to the point I'm just comfortable carrying a striker-fired gun like a Glock or like a SIG, 365 or P320, whatever they are that you want to take your pick of. But look at the different guns on the market. You would, as a casual gun owner, look at the 43X and say, well, wait, it only has 10-round capacity. What about the P365? Yeah, it's got, you know, a longer grip, but you're going to carry it with the pinky extension most of the time anyways. It really is out of the box comparable with the P365, except it does not come with night sights, which is a huge thing for most gun people, most casual gun owners. They're not going to bother with swapping the sights out, and they're just going to say, give me the night sights out of the box. I think that's a big reason to choose the P365. However, once you get the 15-round mags from Shield Arms, and you get the night sights on it, and you get a flashlight on it, pound for pound, this is the most efficient carry pistol on the market. And I cannot tell you enough what it's like to transition from a all-steel SIG into a polymer Glock like that and feel the weight difference and not have to sacrifice on capacity. So if you are in the market as a first-time gun owner consider the P365, consider the M&P Shield Plus, all of the new plastic fantastic slim double stack pistols. All of that is amazing, but if you do the math, the P3 or the G43X is the most efficient carry pistol once you get these aftermarket magazines. Now, I will say I had to wait months in order to purchase these, and that is going to be a factor. If you want a gun off the shelf right now that has that double stack mag, get the M&P, get the Ruger, get the SIG or something like that. Maybe one day Glock will figure out they should be selling these with metal double stack magazines. Until they figure that out, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta wait a couple months maybe to get those Shield Arms mags. But this pistol equipped, and the G48 similarly, like so, completely makes all other carry guns obsolete, and it makes the G19 obsolete. It makes any other compact 15-round pistol like the P320 compact, the M18 as adopted by the Army, is obsolete compared to this thing with a 15-round mag. It's simply easier to shoot. It's simply got less weight. A sidearm is meant to be mostly carried, rarely fired. It's accurate. It has the capacity that maybe you don't have to carry a spare magazine when you've got 15. You can get 20-round mags from Shield Arms with the extension on it and everything. I just think out of all these different iterations of pistol, and I'll go down so you can sort of make that out. All these iterations of pistol, from my first to my last, we have this beautiful progression from a single stack 1911 representing 100-year-old technology to the double stack steel guns to the modern polymer striker fired guns. And this is history out on a table telling us which guns, where they're going. This would have been cutting edge in the 1980s. Of course, the Glock came out in the 1980s, but it did lack some features that some SIGs had. And people don't appreciate ammo's gotten so much better. I think back in the 1980s, having a hammer-fired gun with restrike capability was important. But nowadays, ammo's so reliable, and the magazines have become so reliable as well, that yes, a striker-fired polymer gun, there's no reason to go without. So with that, comment down below which one of the new plastic fantastics, whether it's the Ruger Max or the MP Shield Plus or the SIG 365 or the Glock 43, you think is the best carry gun. Let's hash out the little details there. I think once you upgrade it, the Glock is the best. They are not perfect out of the box, and I'm looking forward to building like a G48 with a red dot slide as kind of like my competition bedside gun. I'm still going to keep these. They're wonderful guns, but yeah, this is the only one I carry anymore. Winter, summer, spring, fall, there's no reason not to have this thing, which, you know, it's almost the same size as my little Pocket 9, right? Okay. I might splice in some range footage with this, but yeah, comment below what you think the best carry pistol is in 2021.